fair play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games all there that I'm just like... Okay, so we're going for Trev List review for you today, and in today's video we're going to be looking at 2 accounts. Starting off with Mikester5150, and then we're going to be moving on to WesRG. As always, thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you, of course, to the BombSquad members, which is slowly growing by the week. Absolutely phenomenal support from everybody recently. I'm completely blown away. I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm enjoying it. Let's get into these lists. So we're starting with Mikester5150, American. Just hit the 50 platinum mark, so well done on that one. We are looking at 211 games played, only 29 of those completed. Man after my own heart. My account is very similar. Let's go into the actual stats so we get a better look at what we're dealing with. So game ranks. There we go. Game ranks, predominantly D's. Well, average is D, even though the predominantly E. But he's got 29 S's, 39 A's, so on and so forth. Platinums to gold to bronze to silver. Said that in completely the wrong order. But looks a decent mix. I'm hopeful that there's not going to be too many shovelwares, if any at all. We're looking at a few ultra rares. Considering that there's only 50 platinums, to have 19 ultra rares, yeah, seems like we could be in for a treat. Predominantly PS4 as well. Let's go back and start working our way through them. So first platinum on the list is A Way Out. 2 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 7 hours. Of course, one of the greatest co-op games you can play. Second, Astro's Playroom, the game that everybody in the world who has PlayStation should have by this point. We've then got Baldur's Gate 3. Fair play. Absolutely fair play. 7 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 120 hours. He's missing just the 1 trophy to make that completely 100% DLC the lot. But he has the platinum. It's currently 5.55% in rarity. So fair effing play on that one. We then move on to Black Myth Wukong. 5 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 50 hours on this one. Beautiful stuff. Quite a high percentage with 26.9%, but one that I'm pretty sure I would struggle to do myself. Bloodborne, 7 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 50 hours. That one as well, 22.03%. So it's creeping up more and more and more. But again, fair effing play. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, the remake. I know the game, I wouldn't know how to explain what the game is. Very short, very easy, quite a high percentage on that one. We then move on to Black Ops, or Call of Duty rather. We got Black Ops, Black Ops 6, and Modern Warfare. Black Ops, is that the OG? I'm confused. Well, regardless, it's on PS3. He's got the platinum. 7 out of 10. 1 playthrough. 20 hours. 3.63% on that one, so fair play on that one. Black Ops 6. PS4 version, so fair play on this one as well. 4 out of 10. 1 playthrough. 80 hours. 12.50% on the rarity. So because it's PS4, I know that that one's legit. And then we've got Modern Warfare, 3 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 10 hours, 6.47%. We then move on to probably the greatest game that has been made in a long time. A long time. I gush over this game. Recently completed it myself. Not got the platinum, but did complete the story at least. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Absolute banger. If you know this game, if you like turn-based combat, maybe even if you don't like turn-based combat, give it a go. It is absolutely phenomenal. 5 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 60 hours. Percentage-wise, it's nearly like in the 30s, but even so, absolute banger. Cyberpunk's 2077 next. 3 out of 10, one playthrough, 70 hours. So fair play on this one. 17.16. We've then got Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3. Fair effing play on these. I mean, nice, nice and nice. They're all solid. To somebody who can't play Souls games, who's absolutely awful, I could never do any of these. You've got them all. You've even got Demon Souls a bit further down, but let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Dark Souls 2, 80 hours. Dark Souls 3, 110 hours. Dark Souls Remastered, 70 hours. Absolutely phenomenal. Dead Island 2, not everybody's cup of tea, but fair play on it nonetheless. I enjoyed it very much so. Demon Souls, which I mentioned slightly earlier, 7 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 40 hours on that one, 20.58%. Nice. Then got Diablo 4, 8 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 150 hours, 12.84% on that one. I think the hardest trophies for beating Lilith on Uber difficulty, if I remember right. But it takes some grinding and some powering up, leveling up, getting the right gems in your equipment and armor. Fair play. Elden Ring next. He's actually got this one twice. Done legitimately as well, from what I can tell. PS5 and PS4, 33.29 for PS4, 38.30 for PS5. PS5 actually recommends that it's 15 hours longer and 1 difficulty higher. I'm not sure how that works, but he's got them both, so fair play. Enotria, the last song I've never heard of, but fair play, 16.04%. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition, nice. I'm surprised that one's so high now. I know it's a very, very well-known game and it's not the hardest to platinum, but still over 1 in 3 people. We then got Goat Simulator and Goat Simulator Remastered. I'm a little bit confused as to why Remastered takes 15 hours, but the original only takes 2. Gonna take a wild guess and say it's something to do with the DLC. High on Life, brilliant game, completely and utterly bonkers, but fantastic nonetheless. We got Hogwarts Legacy. The Merlin Trials completely ruined that game for me, otherwise I was having a whale of a time with it. We then got Lies of P twice, PS4 and PS5, done legit as well. 39.43% on the PS4 version and 35.63% on the PS5 version. I am looking at Lies of P. I do want to give it a go. I've played every single Souls game. Like I said, I suck at them, but I have played every single one of them. Lies of P and Mortal Shell are the only 2 considered Souls games that I've never played. But I do want to give Lies of P a go soon. Little Nightmares 2, very nice. Lords of the Fallen, 7 out of 10, 3 playthroughs, 90 hours. That's sitting at 11.29% platinum rarity. We then got Mafia and Mafia 2, nice and nice. I don't blame you for not having Mafia 3 because that's the buggy one. We've got a couple of baseball games. You don't see these too often. I mean, they're both considered relatively easy, but still 12.46 on MLB The Show 22. 21.66% on MLB The Show 24. We then got Mortal Shell, 6 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 25 hours. That's sitting at a 6.31%, so very, very nice. Need for Speed and Need for Speed Payback. Nice and nice. Payback being the more difficult of the 2, taking longer of the 2, and also the rarer of the 2, 6.12% on that one. Moving on, we've got Remnant 2, 6 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 35 hours. I was going to give this one a go until I realised that my 2 mates had already platinumed it. Sucks to be me and busy. Oh well. 19.53% on that one. Okay. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, 7 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 60 hours. That one's sitting at a 28.58%, so creeping up. But still, fantastic nonetheless. Safe Part of the Fractured Butthole, absolutely amazing, funny. Steel Rising, one you don't see too often, 5 out of 10, one playthrough, 25 hours, sitting at 11.23% platinum rarity, so very, very nice. Stellar Blade, another banger of a game, 4 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 60 hours on that, over 1 in 3 people with a 34.92%. The first Berserker, Kazan, hasn't this not long come out? I feel like this is relatively new, but it's an 8 out of 10, 60 hours. Another one, over 1 in every 3 people have got it, 34.55%. The Quarry, nice, 2 out of 10 difficulty, 35 hours, 10.52%. The Sims 4, 3 out of 10, 4 playthroughs, 30 hours. Platinum in 4 years and 7 months, so suggests that it was done legit. I'll assume that it was done legit, even though I know that there are a lot of trophies that do take time, which can be cheesed now. But that's sitting at 5.64%, so very, very nice. The Surge and Surge 2. Sorry, I was just looking at my other monitor to make sure that my microphone was actually on. I'd have hated to have done all of this and then been like, oh, sucks to be me. But yeah, the Surge 2, nice and nice. Original Surge is sitting at 6.73%, Surge 2 17.50. If you don't know the Surge games, they're also kind of Souls-likes, but it's mechanical. I've played the first one, but I think I got stuck. I just didn't know where I was going. But I enjoyed what little time in that game I played. Find me see you next, 4 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 15 hours. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, or if you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you will have heard me say that this is a platinum that escaped me. 1 trophy I need for that platinum, and it wound me up so much that I don't want to ever go back. Until Dawn, 2 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 15 hours, nice, 16.11%. Vampire, 4 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 35 hours, and that's sitting at 7.78%. And Wolong Fallen Dynasty, 5 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 40 hours, 42.93%. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, we'll go up to the milestones. So, first platinum was Elden Ring 2 years ago. 10th platinum was Lies of P. 20th was Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. 30th platinum was Call of Duty Black Ops. 40th platinum was Remnant 2. Fastest platinum was Brother: A Tale of Two Sons, the remake. And the latest and the 50th platinum, the greatest game made in recent memory, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Absolutely phenomenal. Mikester 5150. Yes, a relatively small list because he's only got the 50 platinums, but the games he's platinumed are absolute bangers. Games that are solid. So fair effing play. Right up there with some of my favourite lists that I've seen. Or in terms of like knowing how difficult the games are. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I've already checked he doesn't have any 100%. That do not have platinum trophies. So we're going to move on to Wes RG now. 69 platinums, nice. And yeah, let's go. And straight away, I'm excited for this one because you don't see these kind of games too often. I don't know how you pronounce this. I'm just going to take a guess, but Assault World vs Sword Art Online Millennium Twilight. By the way, he's Dutch, from the Netherlands. I need to do the stats first. I'm completely losing the plot. But 74 games played, 73 completed, 99.22% completion. Stats wise, move my face out the way. So we're looking at 73 S's, 1A. So whatever that last game for the 100% completion is, very well in the swing of things. Trophy wise, bronze, silver, gold, platinums, looks nice. Ultra rares, we got 98. Okay. I'm uber excited to look at this trophy list now. So straight from the top, Axel World vs Sword Art Online Millennium Twilight, 3 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 100 hours, 6.29%. Fair effing play. I've played a few of the Sword Art games, Sword Art Online games, not this one, but I know what they usually consist of. Fair play for sticking it out. We've got Air, Memories of Old, very short, quick, simple platinum from the looks of things. After Us, very nice. Not everybody's cup of tea. One that I spoke quite highly of on a recent video about, like, you know, games on PS Plus. I've had a few people tell me that the game absolutely sucks in their opinion. I apologise. It's not for everybody. Back 4 Blood, 9 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 100 hours, 4.31% on that one. We got Bloodborne, fantastic, mentioned it in the last account. Borderlands 1, 2, 3 and the pre-sequel. Nice, nice, nice and nice. Fair play on these 4. Borderlands 2 specifically, 6.97%. All the DLCs as well, which, you know, bravo, bravo. We then move on to Code Vein, 5 out of 10 difficulty, 3 playthroughs, 75 hours. That's sitting at a 9.43%, so beautiful, beautiful stuff. We then got, well, I was about to say we got the 4, but no, we got all of the Crash Bandicoot games that you can get a platinum trophy in. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, 3, 4, Crash Team Rumble and Crash Team Racing, nitro fueled. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Fair effing play. I mean, the Crash Bandicoots are difficult. Like, Crash Team Rumble, not so much. I've almost got the platinum on that one, to be honest. But I'm nowhere close for the others. I don't think I've got the ability to be able to do them. But the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Crash Bandicoot games, all under 10% platinum rarity. So Crash Bandicoot, 8.87%. Crash Bandicoot 2, 7.94%. Crash Bandicoot 3, 9.31%. Crash Bandicoot 4, 4.24% on that one. 9 out of 10 difficulty, 100 hours. Absolutely insane. I actually watched the YouTuber Godlike Matt do the video on his Crash Bandicoot 4, and I salute anybody that does it, because I would not have the patience. Would not have the patience in the slightest. And then Crash Team Racing sitting at 7.54%, so beautiful, beautiful stuff. We've then got Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3. We've already gone through how difficult and time consuming they are, but again, nice, nice and nice. Dead Island 2 again. Like, I mean, this list it does share a lot of similarities to the last one, but I can assure you it is very different. Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide, nice. Dead Island Definitive Edition, 6.31%. Beautiful stuff. Demon Souls, again, beautiful. We've then got Doom, 8 out of 10 put my teeth back in. 8 out of 10 difficulty, 3 playthroughs, 15 hours, 2.46%. Benefit of the doubt, I'm sure you did that legitimately. Doom 2, 3 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 25 hours, 9.73% on that one. Fair play. Did I say Doom 2? No, like the reboot of Doom. But then we got Doom and Doom 2 when they were like patched to PS5, and 15 hours suddenly became 3 hours because you could like go into the settings or put like a password so you could click through the walls and cheese the platinum. It took a week and 5 days, which suggests to me that it was done legit. So again, fair play. We've then got Doom 3, which I remember playing that years ago and thinking it was absolutely amazing. No guide for it, but it's sitting at 4.12%, so beautiful, beautiful stuff. We then got Doom Eternal. Nice, 4 out of 10, 2 playthroughs, 30 hours, 5.50% on that one. Doom 2, 10 out of 10 difficulty, 3 playthroughs, 30 hours. Again, 1 week, 1 hour, so looks legit. 1.79% platinum rarity. Holy moly. And then the last one on the Dooms. Doom, The Dark Ages, obviously the newest Doom edition in the franchise. 2 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 20 hours, 31.65%. Every man and their dog that has brought that game, well, every man and their dog in free is platinum it so far. We've then got Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine, which I've never ever heard of. It's a 6 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 11 hours, 6.63% on that one. We then got Elden Ring, banger, 7 out of 10, 80 hours. I mentioned it earlier. Escape Dead Island. No idea. Never heard of it. Didn't even realise there was one of these. But fair play. 5 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 15 hours, 13.15%. We've then got a whole host of God of Wars. So we got God of War, the reboot of God of War 2, God of War 3 Remastered, Ragnarok, Ascension, Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta. Fair effing play on all of those God of War. We've then got Hollow Knight, 9 out of 10, 1 playthrough, 100 hours, 9.71% on that one. We've then got Horizon Call of the Mountain, which I believe is the VR game. 4 out of 10 difficulty, 12 hours, 8.64% on that one. And then we've also got Forbidden West Zero Dawn. I've mentioned it hundreds of times how I loved the first game, hated the second. Human Fall Flat next, nice. Considering it's only a 4 out of 10, 10 hours, 6.86% on that one. The DLC, 1.06. We've then got Metro 2033 Redux, Metro Awakening, Exodus. I almost knocked my headset down. Metro Last Light Redux as well. Metro Awakening, again, VR I believe. 5 out of 10 difficulty, 12 hours, 4.12%. And Metro Exodus, 5 out of 10 difficulty, 45 hours, 8.49%. Beautiful stuff. New Tales from the Borderlands. Short, sweet, easy, Telltale game. 19.24% on that. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Mentioned it earlier, but still banger. We got Slime Rancher. Nice. I think this might be the first time or one of the first times I've seen this on anyone's list. 4 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 25 hours, 7.12% on that one. Subnautica, 3 playthroughs, 3 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 40 hours. I'm losing the plot. Subnautica Below Zero, 2 playthrough. Mental reset. Mental reset. Okay. Subnautica Below Zero. 2 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 10 hours, 42.32%. Oh my god. We've then got... Oh my god, I just looked down as well. Okay, I'm in awe over this list. 100%. So we got Super Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy Forever, I need to focus. Let's stick with the ones that we got to deal with. Super Meat Boy and Super Meat Boy Forever. 10 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 100 hours, 0.48%. Chef's kiss of a platinum. And then we've got Super Meat Boy Forever as well. 10 out of 10 difficulty, 5 playthroughs, 100 hours, 3.33%. We then got Sword Art Online. Well, we've got a fair few of them. We've got Hollow Fragment, Alicization Licorice. I completely butchered that name, but I don't care. We're going with Licorice. Fatal Bullet, Fractured Daydream, Hollow Realization, Last Recollection, and Lost Song. 1.66% for Re-Hollow Fragment, 5.82 for Alicization Licorice, 5.2% for Fatal Bullet, 11.26% for Fractured Daydream, 4.73% for Hollow Realization, 2.86% for Last Recollection, and 11.5 for Lost Song. But I know how long, I mean, these games take a long time, and they are, like, don't get me wrong, the Sword Art Online games aren't difficult, but they're just very, very grindy, and it does take a long ass time to get these platinums. Fair play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games all there that I'm just like, yeah. This one's right up there with the best of the best. Tales from the Borderlands, 2 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, 12 hours, 54.10%. Terra, I believe this is the MMO. 4 out of 10 difficulty, 50 hours, 3.09%. The Forest, 2 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 55 hours. That's sitting at a 3.50%. And then we got Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, 9.37% and 14.71%. Beautiful, beautiful list. Up to the milestones. So, first platinum, Metro 2033 Redux. 10th platinum was Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep. 20th platinum was Dead Island, Escape Dead Island. 30th platinum was Doom. 40th platinum was Sword Art Online Last Recollection. 50th platinum was Dr. Fetus's Mean Meat Machine. Fastest platinum was Air Memories of Old. And then latest platinum, Doom, The Dark Ages. Absolute bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. I did forget about Wes's 100%. We've just got Island Saver, Dead Island Retro Revenge, which is a 0.81%, so fair play on that. We got Doom VR and Doom 64 to round out the Dooms, because why not? But my God, my effing God, 2 accounts with less than 100 platinums each, but some of the platinums they have are just insane. Where this list with like almost 100% completion with all the Sword Art Online games, absolutely phenomenal. But Mikester's account as well, fair effing play, like some absolute bangers on both lists, and I'm speechless. Like, I started to lose the plot because I was just like, oh, I need to up my game. I need to get some of these bad boy platinums. But yeah, you've made it to the end. Thank you so much. Submissions are still closed. I'm still contemplating whether to reopen them or not. There is still a fair bit of the list to go, and there is still a fair few people requesting to be reviewed. So I'll play it week by week, and I'm sure at some point I'll probably turn them back on. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace.